What up, y'all? Hello? Can you guys hear us? Hello? Say something. No, you can't. Can't hear you yet.
I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, you can hear
It's
us.
very
And
faint.
We can... What, him?
Yeah.
Here, is that
Stop yelling.
I don't know if it's his headphone.
I'm just softly spoken.
Oh, he's very quiet.
He's not at all. It's just you. Let's just change the outputs here. Is that better?
I don't know. Say something.
Say something, dude. Mike, say something.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can barely hear
I can
him.
turn him up. I mean, I can hear him fine, but I can turn him up for you if you want. All right, let me switch over to the other split screen for both of us. There we go. Hey.
Hello, Tony Diagnosis, the third wheel. Hello, Insert Metal. Hello, Andrew Douglas, who said it's been a while for me. Hello, Xander, that's writing backwards. Congrats on your 700 views last video. It was D&D?
I don't know. Us? We had that many? I gotta
Let me
check.
take a look.
I don't believe
Yeah,
you.
700 on the spot.
I think these headphones
Weird.
are dead.
Oh, maybe. Or maybe they're not plugged in all the way or something. Do you have another set of headphones?
Maybe.
Is there already a pair of
Is it just
headphones
because
in
they're
your
full of earwax?
That was not for me.
Dude, you know what's great? I don't think I have it laying around anymore, but I don't know if you use anything
They're like-
particular, but like mounting like putty is perfect for cleaning those out. Like blue tack or like Gorilla mounting putty. I use that to clean my headphones. Pro tip, 5-minute life
Yo.
hacks.
Oh, you got white ones.
Plug me in, baby.
All right. All right.
Jack her in.
Ka-king.
Say something, Mike.
Hello.
Nope.
So it's your ears.
Let me try this one.
Try mine.
Say something else, Mike.
Hello, how you doing? Hello.
You know what?
There.
It could be this. It could be this adapter. Let's try to.
Oh, yo, dude.
I'm listening.
If it does the same thing, only plug the headphone in halfway and see if that helps. I have trouble with those
I
things.
don't think I have another one, to be honest.
I have some. Here, take this one. Here, grab
Let me
it.
grab it. Thank you.
You know.
Say something.
One day, man. One day that'll.
All right, let's try switching these. Then.
Hello. All right, no, put it halfway in.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
telling you.
it's definitely this jack. It's this 100%. This. You sound like.
Yeah, no, I'm like a little mosquito.
I can't. I literally can't. I can't. I tried to do it halfway, and it just.
Just never mind.
Nothing, right?
I mean, he just sounds like he's very far away.
To me, he sounded like. I don't think I have another one, Meek. It's because you make my life so difficult, Meek. You make my life difficult. You know how hard I worked on making this all look
Hello,
good,
Dances with
so that we didn't
Aardvarks.
have to have a little box like this plugged in with
slaves
1,000
all day.
wires.
They said the jack is jacked.
I literally was sick that day. I stayed home from work and I cleaned out this
With
room.
diarrhea.
With diarrhea.
Actually,
Good way
we're
to
more
lose
like
a couple of
constipated.
It sucked because I felt terrible, but I just could not shit. I even drank, what was it?
Mag citrate.
Yeah, that's
Miralax?
supposed to
No.
make you doo doo.
Insert said
Dude.
poop.
After my appendix, like I didn't poop for like days, and I was like, I just want to poop.
Yeah,
just
anesthesia
like
does
a
that
weird-
to you.
So wait, so you can hear him?
I can't. He's like sounds like he's whispering.
Well, Mike, stop whispering, dude.
I'm not, dude. I mean, I
No,
could
I
turn
know. I
myself
can.
up,
I
but
can
it'd
hear
probably
you
be
fine.
annoying.
I can hear you fine. I actually had to turn you down because you're so annoying.
Dude, my hair.
Sorry.
I haven't had wet hair on here in a long time. I almost didn't make it on time today.
It's a weird thing to say. Mate.
Why?
All right,
Leonard, pop.
Well, this sucks, as usual. Wait, what if
What can
maybe
you
we
do?
switch these?
2 steps forward, 1 step back, bro. All right.
They're
I don't
different,
think this will mess anything
Whoa,
up.
I can hear Mike.
You can hear?
Whoa,
now?
you can hear me?
Ah,
Hey,
nice.
how you doing?
I've actually been to the same thing with the headphones deal. Said Andrew. Oh, this
I'm
person keeps writing backwards. I can't do that.
Well, so I told Mike that he should start drinking before our D&D games.
Why?
So that he can loosen up a little bit, you know, not be like.
Do you have a problem?
So he can be a little more cringy, because I was telling him, I was like, dude, you need to be more cringe. You're not cringe enough. You need to embrace the cringe.
Embrace the Yumiko.
Embrace the cringe.
Brand spanking new headphones couple of times wouldn't work for me.
Well, so we have it plugged into these little adapters here, because this is for like the guitar wire. Oh, you hear that buzz?
No.
That's from here.
You mean this? I actually don't know if
like
this
the
will work.
traditional. Yeah,
You
like
hear
the
that?
tradition. Yes,
Cool.
the traditional like guitar wire. You know. And,
Leonard said, "What's up, guys? It's been a while. Everything went good."
Everything is going okay for now.
Dances says, "Be the cringe."
I had a test done a couple weeks ago, and I'm still waiting for the results.
Dude, it's been
You are not the
over
father.
3 weeks.
I am waiting for the results to see. We want a positive result, not a negative one.
Not a pregnancy test, bro.
Yeah, not that. We want a positive result. And
If you guys had a son, would you name it Kivox?
No.
No, he's Kivox.
Just curious.
Kivox Jr.
Just curious.
Obviously.
No,
KK?
I like the name. My sister, I'm trying to get her to name her kid Elric, but I don't think it's gonna work.
Actually, I'll take it. It's kind of.
It's very anime.
You can call him L.
That's not what I was thinking.
I feel like
Or
Elric,
Rick.
There's like
Or
a
Rick.
good chance he becomes a bad guy.
Or his name could be Rick. They could call him Rick.
They're thinking of
That's
Elijah.
You can't. Okay, when somebody says Elijah, who's
Elijah
the only
Wood.
person that you think of? There's only one Elijah in the world. Exactly. You cannot name your kid Elijah because he will always be related to wood.
Mike looks like he's in the 70s right now. No, that's my least favorite decade. Mike, slap yourself out of the 70s.
What about the 60s?
It's because I don't have a hat, but...
Oh, yeah, your hair is kind of like beetly.
Elric, if he's from something and has a dragon.
Elric's like always a bad guy.
Really?
Except when like you are in Full Metal Alchemist.
Well, that's just the last name, though.
Elijah from the originals.
The originals? What's the originals?
Isn't that like the Vampire Diaries original?
Oh, there's like the spin-off from the...
I think so.
I think you're right.
There's a period of time where if I had a son, there would definitely be a Raiden walking around.
That would suck, dude.
A what?
That would be terrible.
I'd be like, what have I done?
Oh,
a what?
A Raiden.
Raiden.
I think it's a cool name,
kid
though.
thing,
I like
you know? It's a cool kid thing.
What's it from?
From a cool show, a game. From a cool game. Raiden was like probably one of the most hated characters, though, too, in that.
Metal Gear?
Yes, Metal Gear.
People just don't get it, bro.
Leonard said, I like it, though. Which one do you like?
Like this, huh?
Frodo? What's that? I can't see it. The reflection is terrible.
I know.
Elric of something classic sci-fi by Michael Moore.
No, it's not helping, Mike. It's not helping.
Damn,
nah.
It's the Metal Gear Rising.
Revengeance or whatever. Sword.
And if I plug it in, like it's one of those like globes or like lightning shoots.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, plug it in. Let's see it. Come on. Come on,
I don't know
plug it in.
Plug is.
Oh, I have a plug here. Hold on, I just had one. Here. Where is it? I don't know. I lost it. Never mind.
All right, hold on.
Okay.
This might work, or it's gonna explode, and half a fake sword is gonna stab me.
Or it's not gonna work. It either is gonna work or it's gonna kill me. There was no option for it not working. So
I was just really banking on it working.
Why? Would you do? Plug it in and it just is.
I had a plug that fit over here, so I plugged it in.
Oh no! I mean that's right. It just probably doesn't have enough power. That usually like you can't overdo it because the plug itself isn't providing extra power. It's the appliance itself that's asking for power. So if you were to, as long as it's 120, you'd be fine. It's just like a charger for a computer that's USB-C will work on the iPad, even though the computer probably can run on like 100 watts, but the iPad's only like 60 watts. It'll still charge it.
With knowledge like that, I like your odds.
I mean, I know that for a fact because like with this right here, with this, like I literally was just looking for a plug that fit in here because all I needed it to be was 12 volt, and that's it. That was the most important part. And all those plugs are 99% of the time they're 12 volt. It's just the amperage that they can put out is different.
Who's talking at you?
Yeah.
Oh, Leonard, if you we're okay.
Why, what happened to
He
us?
was asking about the results.
Ah.
Yeah, we're okay.
We think so.
No, he's saying, like, are you okay, though? Like the test that I got.
That's what I'm saying. We think you're okay? All right,
If the
whatever.
tests come back negative, I'm not, it's not because I have cancer or something.
No.
That's kind of the way that we were making the joke about it.
For a second, I was like, dude, I don't think I have any idea what you guys are talking about. Like, just the way you were talking about it.
I know. I was making it very vague and like mysterious.
Is it secret? Is it safe?
Boop. What big
Again, these Frodo callbacks, dude. Too many, too much.
Come here, baby.
Too much.
Your
son, Elf Frodo.
Dude, did I tell you? Remember last week when we were playing D&D and the my computer was acting up and everything was freezing? It's because it's getting hot now, and like I literally need to have a fan running on the back of my computer so that like really literally because I have an all-in-one, right? I have the iMac, so I literally just have a fan blowing over the back side of it to cool off the metal because that helps cool off the interior. Even though it has a fan,
you're not on your MacBook. Gotcha.
No, I'm on the iMac. Yeah, the MacBook.
On my Razer, I have to have it on one of those platforms with like the 3 fans underneath it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I need it, but it gets so hot that I was like, I'm getting one of those.
Well, it'll throttle. It'll thermal throttle if you have it to if it's too hot. That's what like pretty much every computer does. But my fans like just spool up so fast in there. But just cooling off the back panel helps cool off, like it pulls heat away because the whole panel is aluminum, So yeah, this is a fun conversation.
Hey, it's interesting.
What's up? Is that what?
Did you play that thing I sent you, dude?
The music?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
I think that one came out pretty good.
Is another one of those songs?
Yeah, but that one came out pretty good.
I can't play it right.
You should just stream it.
Are you sure? Wait, what's this?
I think it came out pretty good. I wrote some of it.
I
like it.
Oh, sorry, Leonard.
I love the twin one in the back. Which one?
And twins. I'm bringing that back.
I don't think it's in our back.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. Got a suit for your prom.
Oh, wait, no, it is.
Oh, that's so cute.
It is. You can see it. It's right here. Make you see it?
Hi, Seeker.
Hold on.
Yeah.
There it is. Right there.
How the hell can you see that?
I don't know. We can switch over to the other thing. You can see it more here.
Peace out, Mike.
There you go. Bye. See you later, dudes.
Where's Mike? There we go. I have to do the little animation thing for these so that they could roll in.
Animate. Roll me in.
Roll you in? All right, let me animate.
Roll me in.
Hold on, dude. I got to transition. Do you want to fly or spin?
Fly.
I want to spin in.
Spin in?
All right, fly.
All right, so we can fly. You can spin. All right, so we want to fly from the left.
Oswin, why?
Fly from the left, and then we'll switch Mike over to fly or spin from the bottom, and then we could switch back to.
Whoa!
Yeah, we did it.
Look at that.
Was it worth it?
It was. Dude, how you were like upside down for a second there.
I know, dude.
She's gonna like eat the wire, dude.
You can eat anything you want.
Can I zoom in on Mike?
Till she gets fried. Whoa!
Dude, I can adjust like your brightness and stuff too, I think.
Insert said worth it.
Worth it.
Worth it.
Bruh.
So what was I gonna say?
Can we kiss?
Do you like Fallout?
Like the show?
Yeah, I mean the games.
Or-
You ever play the games?
Eh,
Because I never
it
really
was-
got into Fallout, to be honest.
It's one of those games where I played New Vegas and Fallout 4, and it was one of those games where like I definitely didn't dislike it, but they felt like old, and I don't really feel
They
the
felt
need
like
to play it.
It's weird because they felt like old when they weren't old yet.
Yes,
They already
yes.
felt like old, like when they came out before. And now that's the problem with the new that new Starfield game or whatever. It just like looks old. You know what I mean?
Seeker
Dude,
sent
so
us a
I
picture somewhere.
I played that for like an hour, and so I will say this is obviously unfair
Oh,
because
nice.
I only played it.
Oh,
What's happening? Prom or something?
yeah.
Oh.
Looks snazzy.
You gotta just tighten up that tie. It's a little loose.
So I'm curious, where did she send it?
Oh,
To like Discord or something?
Seeker's a guy. But
Or he? Yeah.
That's
where
like
did
a
he?
lot of
Instagram.
feedback, dude.
Oh, okay. Because I was just like, where did you pull that up? Because YouTube doesn't have photos. Just blew my mind.
I'm just gonna say it. Mike looks hot in the 70 look. What?
Nice. Okay, now you just
Who said
ruined
that?
it.
Now that's
now,
just
now
cheesy.
It's just too much.
Dude,
Wait, who said that though? I
Leonard.
didn't even say that.
Leonard.
My man. Like, hey, bud.
This is my least favorite decade.
I know, Meek.
I say it every time because I hate
Anyway,
the 70s.
we watched the show.
Next stream, just for you, I will have only a mustache.
Nice,
to really pull in
nice.
this.
Me too.
All right.
No.
Just next stream, Meek.
No.
I'll let it grow this week, and then I'll shave my beard just for the stream. Then I'll shave right after the stream.
Wait, I asked my friend to the prom. I hope to confess my feelings to them. That's so cute.
Well, good luck.
Good
Dude.
luck.
Good luck. That did not work out so well for me, but good luck for you.
So, what was I gonna say?
Wait. My first prom I went. No, I went to 4 proms.
Bragging. What?
Yeah.
Why?
But 2 of them I
wow.
went.
Because she stayed back.
Brag about it.
No, I went to 2 when I was a junior. I went to 1 in Rhode Island, 1 at my school, and then I went to my senior prom, and then I went to a friend's prom after I had already graduated.
All right, nobody cares about your braggadociousness.
But anyway, 2 of the proms were with friends.
Anyway,
It was a fun time.
back to what I was saying before. The Fallout show was pretty good, dude. I really enjoyed it. It was fun. There was only one thing that if you do watch it, you'll agree with on me, but I don't want to say anything. But
I liked that show.
you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But it's not bad. It's not bad. It kind of reminds me of like the thing that people freaked out about a lot with Last of Us 2. But then it ended up not being really like bad at all. But it's even less than that. We can talk about it later. But yeah, it's.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It was fun.
I still can't believe they're like, because I see it regularly every time Last of Us is brought up. I still can't believe like the lies people believe about about that game.
Yeah,
and like it is a bummer, dude, because that's one where I think we talked about it before, but that's one where I have to admit I was pleasantly surprised by how much I didn't hate it.
Yeah,
and it had some of the coolest environments in any game ever.
Awesome. But I was very happy with. I don't think it's on par because I still really, really liked Last of Us, like the show. I thought that was still like. I know you didn't
there
like
was
it.
like one.
But,
there were 1 or 2 episodes I liked, but yeah.
So I really liked it, but I think that this show was just like more fun. It definitely had like more Fallout humor in it.
I liked the characters in Fallout a lot, like the people they chose.
I think that boy was like my least favorite. And that's just because I think he looked too old for how old he was supposed to be.
He acted very young.
He acted like a 13-year-old, but he looked like 20. You know what I mean?
No, he looked like 25 to 30.
Really? I don't think you look that old, but sure.
Seeker said, "What's interesting is the school pays for my suit and I get to keep it." What? What school do you go to?
That's crazy.
Mike,
here's your laptop and your tuxedo.
Insert said, "Mike, I can take you to prom."
Sure. Where you
fly me over.
Where you man? It's the weekend.
It's the weekend. Usually prom isn't on the weekend, right?
Is like a Friday, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. So today, get ready, Mike. Get your bag. But yeah, it was fun. You should check it out. It was good. Like, and we don't know much. I knew more than you about Fallout, but I don't know much about Fallout. So.
I tried playing Fallout one time and it made me sick. And I was like, nope.
It was actually very similar to how like we were talking about Diablo recently, where it was like I had my fun time with that game, but then I don't need like a Diablo 4 or 5, whatever. I don't really need to play it. And yeah, Starfield, like what we were talking about before, I loaded it up, played it for like an hour or two, and I was like, dude, this is more of the same. Like it felt so
and it looked the same. I don't know why people were like so excited about it for like the longest time. Like it didn't look good in the previews. Like it looked like Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, it looked like they were trying to promise more, because like all the stuff that they were saying, I was like, bullshit. Yeah. That is not a thing. They're like, it has 1,000 planets. That's literally what they said. There are 1,000 planets that you could explore.
So did you actually play it?
No, I'm not gonna pay for that game. I'm not gonna support them. It's a terrible freaking game.
So like, what really like?
See, this is what happens when my watch isn't on silent.
What was like the last straw for me where I knew it was going to be more of the same is I like went to like go do a mission that was like at some planet or whatever, but like to get to it was like 4 planets away or something, and you had to fly to every planet. So you had to go to the menu, fly to that planet, then fly to the next one. It wasn't just like, okay, I'm going here, I have enough fuel, go there. Like it felt very very janky and old. Yeah. And like I remember with like Fallout 4, I played through Fallout 4.
But it's all done in menus, right? Like a lot of the exploration of the 1,000 planets, it's all like in a menu where you just like click on a planet and then you go there and then you watch a cutscene. And
like
then you're
Mass
there.
Effect 1 is better than what I played at Starfield.
I remember Mass Effect and like having the rover thing and you could drive around and that was dope. And you could like jump with it. Remember it could jump? You recently played them, right? Did you recently play them?
Yeah. I play them every couple of years, so I played them a few years ago.
That's crazy.
I don't remember how long, but
that's crazy.
Dude,
like, that's a crazy statement. Like to say I play them every couple of years. That's nuts. Man.
I do, man. I've had to have played them. It's probably that and Metal Gear are probably like the games that I've played the most.
Okay.
And Alan Wake.
Say something.
But like
I have nothing to contribute.
Oh, all right.
But yeah, Fallout 4 was funny because like it's the annoying things kind of about Fallout is like they're like those Fallout Elder Scrolls, like their fans like defend their stuff so much. So I remember them like defending Fallout 4 at the time, being like, to make a game this size and all this blah blah. But like The Witcher 3, if I'm remembering correctly, was out, and it's like, dude, The Witcher 3 is like a way better game than Fallout 4. So like that excuse just like they just make like excuses for why that game is like janky and stuff.
Yeah.
But everyone I've heard who watched the show loved the show.
What show?
Yeah. Fallout.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty good. I didn't love it in the beginning.
I know.
And I was like, it's just okay. And then probably about 4 episodes in, I'm like, all right, I'm sold. Like it's a good show. Okay. So Tony said, how was y'all week?
My week
is all right. It's just boring.
Right. Yeah.
Seeker said a very interesting high school, and then Seeker said, "Oh, I've also been writing a book about a world full of witches. Interesting. Jeez. There's never been a warlock or a wizard. They exist only in human media. I've even had my main protagonist drawn. So I wanted to send over the protagonist, and it's going to be going in the book, which I'm happy about."
What?
I think that's maybe what they sent you in Instagram. Like a picture of the protagonist of this book.
I'm confused though about there's never been a warlock or a wizard.
Yeah, I'm confused about that. Is that like in the story?
Are you saying in like real life or?
Andrew said, well, there's a lot of these games that I do want to play someday.
I don't know why that reminded me, but like I'm a good way through the second book of the Mistborn, and I'm enjoying it.
Stand up.
Come on,
straighten out your back.
Come on.
She's like a little hunchback old lady, you know.
I have a headache.
She literally like will sit there.
Dude,
like
I woke up with a headache, and I've had it all day.
dude, this girl, when she's sleeping, sometimes we have like a pillow back.
My neck hurts.
Backrest,
Maybe that's why I have a headache.
She'll literally, like, I'll see her and she'll be like this. Like her neck will just be like the side, her ear will be up against the pillow, like back. And then, and then she's just like laying there like this. And I'm like, dude.
And I'll be asleep.
Stop.
Like, I don't even know.
Wake up.
I sent you the photo of like one of the weird ass ways I sleep, right?
With your leg?
Like, yeah, like my legs will just like.
His legs like up, like, yeah, like.
I don't remember.
Remember when you were like, oh, your foot.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Tony said I beat the last 3 Mass Effects and finished Turtles All the Way Down book. Nice. Seeker said, yeah, in the story, male witches have never existed until Elias, like in human media,
witches.
Warlocks and wizards exist, but not in the magical
Wait, is
realm.
male witch a thing? Is that not just a warlock or a wizard?
So the thing is, realistically, like sorcerer, wizard, warlock, they're pretty much interchangeable for like in general thing. Like if you tell somebody, oh, that guy's a wizard, or oh, that guy's a sorcerer, at most normies would be like, that's the same thing. You know what I mean?
When
like,
you think of Hermione, do you think of her as a witch or a wizard?
both.
A witch.
I only
Yeah,
think
just
of her as a witch because she's a girl.
I always thought she was like a wizard. I don't know, like that's...
And like wizards are usually men, but I always to be honest with you, I always thought that witches were just female wizards and wizards were just male
like a waiter
witches.
or a waitress.
But mostly because it was like they both start with W. You know what I mean? They both like start with the same letter. So to me, it's like, oh, they're the same but different, like genders or whatever. But like in D&D, you could be a male or a female wizard or whatever, like because that's just the class, right? D&D, I like how D&D does it, like how they categorize the two. Like sorcerer is innate natural magic, like born with it, and then wizard is studied magic. Like you anybody could be a wizard, but you need to study and know, like the weave, the magic.
You're just out there like farming, and you're like, could have been a wizard, dude.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, yeah, but you need the money and the know-how and the connections, and the spell books.
You need to go to Wistrom.
You need to go to Wistrom, Academy.
That's, dude. I find the idea of like they're like, because like you, I always thought like wizard and witch was in like Harry Potter at least was like the same thing. It was just like I said, like waiter or waitress. I do find the idea though of like witches go and like learn all the like kitchen magic, like freaking like Molly Weasley does. It's like here's how you make a sweet sauce.
What's funny is that like the Harry Potter world is like so broken. It's crazy. Just like the way that the magic works in that is just we always talk about this, and I always say that like it's so loose and crazy that it doesn't really matter. Are you okay? Do you want to leave?
So
I feel like you're like look at her inching off the screen. Like
she's just like she's just
slowly
like,
creeping away.
It's like she's doing the real life like Homer Simpson into the bush thing.
Yeah.
I think after you're done with Mistborn, you should try the first Wandering Inn book.
Nah, don't do it.
You should.
I'm reading. It's only my favorite book series. You shouldn't read it.
No,
I don't want you to ruin it.
The next one I have is Hyperion. I'm gonna read the 3 Mistborn. Then I'm gonna read Hyperion.
You read it, right?
I have it. I haven't read it.
And then I'll probably. All right. So question.
What's
right?
that book by the YouTuber guy, the sword guy? Remember that? The one that he is like the emperor that was like.
Oh, that book was good.
It was. That's what I was telling you.
I don't remember what it's called.
You know that what was his name? I forgot. He has a weird name. He's an Australian guy, but he wrote a book and it was pretty good. It
wasn't that the only like guy I know with like sword in their name. Was that the name of like their name?
No. It's just like
he makes swords.
No. He like talks about swords and stuff. He's into like the whole sword thing.
Interesting.
I forgot me and T were reading these crappy books. I gave up apparently.
And why, dude? I haven't ruined Mistborn. I just disagree with you about some stuff.
Oh no. I just really like it, and I don't want you to ruin it for me.
What, the Wandering Inn? No, if you're gonna crap on it, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, I don't. That's why I don't want him to read it.
Yeah,
so I'm okay with him not reading it.
It's amazing.
I don't tell people to read that book anymore because I love it so much.
Now I'm reading it. I'm reading it. It's next.
I tell people
to. I
like because like it happens so much where we tell people like, oh, you should read this book. And then they never do, and then I just feel like I wasted my time.
But we had like 6 people read it, and they all gave it 5 stars. I don't care.
Stop trying to convince people to goddamn read my favorite book of all time. Okay, just stop.
The Witch of Webs, is that it?
No,
don't worry about it.
It's really not. I don't know what that is.
I don't know either. Are you still looking for it? You're not even on.
I think we read it a long time ago.
You're not even on your Audible. Why don't you just go to Audible? Audible only has the audiobooks. I'm going
through the books that we read.
Oh my god! If I find it before you do,
you ruined it.
If I find it before you do, I'm gonna be very upset.
Probably will, because I'm not like. Oh, Shadow of the Conqueror.
It's
Shad Brooks.
It's not Chad.
Shad, I said.
Shad. His name is Shad. Shadiversary is the name of his...
That's like a Chad of Chads. That's the Chad of Chads.
He's a nice guy, though. He's like Australian, and he has like he basically talks about swords and stuff like that, and reviews swords and stuff. But like, yeah, the book's really good. It's fun. It's a different take on, for sure, and people.
It's definitely better than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Like the second you hear like a YouTuber wrote this, you're like, meh.
Yeah.
But it was really good. It was well written.
Wait till I write my book.
Won't be as good as Wandering Inn.
No shade. Will be. It'll be better.
Do you think witches were treated the same way in the past as Muggle women? Or did you think witches got more rights than Muggle women? I mean, if you're basing it on U.S. history, witches got burnt. So.
Yeah.
I love
Wandering Inn is your favorite book series. What happened to Arcane Ascension? Absolutely not. Wandering Inn is 10,000 times better.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I read Wandering Inn after I read Arcane, and Arcane was very good, but then like
that was never your favorite.
A lot of Brandon Sanderson stuff like would always overshadow it, but Arcane Ascension is really good. But I haven't even read the latest ones. Like they started falling off after some time. I still really like the first ones, but I feel like. I don't know. Maybe if I got back into it now, I would like them again.
The Arcane Ascensions?
Yeah. It's the only thing that I'm not reading.
I don't know. I don't think like in the Harry Potter.
You never liked them though.
I never loved them.
Like I did.
I think in the Harry Potter world, they never like insinuated that like women got treated badly.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Wandering Inn is better
than Brandon Sanderson. I mean, technicalities like Brandon Sanderson. I don't know. Wandering Inn is so good.
It really is.
It has the characters. It has the plot. It has so much.
It's written like Brandon Sanderson writes great, and the Wandering Inn is on par, I think, with the writing. But I think that because it's one story that's being told, and the characters are there's so many characters, but at the same time, they're all important. And then when you randomly will get a story about a character that's across the continent.
Yeah.
Right? And it's just like
you would think that you don't care.
It's so intriguing. But and you're like, oh my God.
You ever read a book and like you'll start from a new point of view and you're like, ugh, like why? I never get like that with this book. It's like it easily flows into the new character. Like there are some chapters, especially in this book that I'm reading now, I'm on book 5. It like, you'll have like 10 paragraphs talking about one character and it just seamlessly like moves into the next character within the same chapter. And it does that like back and forth, but it's so well written that you don't even care. You're like, I'm just immersed.
I mean, that's one thing I really like about the book 2 of like Mistborn is that like you're getting these different perspectives. And I think it's like pretty cool. Where it's like you're jumping between like Vin, is Sazed or Sazed, whichever way.
Sazed, yeah.
Jumping between him. Now we're jumping between. God bless you. I forget his name because I literally just met him.
Alec or something, isn't it?
No.
It's still like crazy. He's insane, is what he says.
Oh.
That guy. I don't remember his name.
I haven't read those.
Zane? Maybe Zane.
I think so. Yeah, I haven't read the Mistborn books in so long.
So it's like interesting. But it's funny because my buddy that I told you about, like Bizarro who's into all the same stuff, and he's like knows a bunch about the Sanderson like books and stuff. I was talking to him about it.
That's why you read it. It's because your other friend told you to read it.
No. I was
if you
already.
Told him
I
to
was
read,
already.
If you told him to read Wandering In, Mike would probably
Dude,
pick it up like today.
I am proud of the fact that I found Wandering In by myself. I don't know anyone that talks about it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like BookTube,
I love
whatever.
Well, BookTube is all about being like woke now. So
true.
you know, it's not that book is not woke at all, which is like another thing that I love about it.
It is.
No,
I mean but it's
not.
done well.
It's just normal.
Yeah.
It has nothing like in your face.
There's no agenda.
There's also no romance. That's my favorite thing about it. There's no like stupid romance. There's no like stupid teenagers being teenagers and like dumb sex stuff. Like
there is that one chapter, but
that was funny. That was like a joke chapter.
Dude, that's like the one thing that I like straight up dislike about the Harry Potter books is like there's that segment where it's like, okay, Harry's at the age now where he should be like super mad about everything, and he's just pissed for a while.
Yeah,
and it's like, dude, you
when
lived
he's
under
15.
the stairs like 4 years ago. Like you wouldn't be like this.
Yeah,
like it just didn't make sense. But no, real quick though, like my buddy and his wife, like they like she put it perfectly where like I couldn't put my finger on it. It's like the first Mistborn book is very like it straddles like being a young adult book and then like not being a young adult book. To where like I think that's like kind of what like that was like the only negative stuff I could say about it, because I really liked the first book. If I didn't, I wouldn't be reading the second one. But it was just some elements of it that like I think could have been done better. But like so far the second one, which I thought that I wouldn't like that much, I'm liking a lot more. I feel like you can really tell that like he evolved as an author and is like upped his game with the story he was telling, whereas like the first one is very much like the all story.
Oh, what did you think about?
You're
like,
also like Vin is young in that one, and I think that's kind of like why.
But
I don't really think it has to do with him like evolving as an author. I think.
But what did you think about like the big like? Let's not spoil anything, but about like the big reveal of like what gave him the power.
Awesome.
Wasn't
Awesome.
that freaking
Totally.
so cool?
It wasn't.
I was just like,
it wasn't.
what?
It wasn't some like, oh, he found like this artifact.
Yeah, so that's the thing.
It
all
was
of his
awesome.
stuff makes sense, right? Like, and I think that's like his
Oh.
art. Like his
Real
biggest ability.
Bye,
Like Brandon
Seeker.
Sanderson is somebody leaving.
Yeah.
See you later. His biggest ability is making a rule set that works, and like nothing was modified. It just like something that we didn't know existed, and that's what broke everything.
You know what I like love the most about that is what let's say what Kelsier says is the key to like figuring things out. I love how that worked. You're gonna
have to refresh my memory after. I don't remember.
The Emperor. Remember why he was powerful?
I don't remember.
Okay, I'll tell you later then.
Okay. Well, what? Let's just say that like let's just say that like what Vin uses and is kind of like seems like nonsense at first, how that ties in and what she was actually seeing. I was like, dude, that's so freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
we actually talked about this. Sorry, real quick, just before I forget, we talked about the Vin thing. Is like I get that she's young, but similar to Harry, it's like.
Hold on, give me a second. I lost you. You get that what?
Vin is young, but
I get that Vin is young, but similar to Harry, it's like what she went through. She's already like beyond her age. So I didn't like the ways I just didn't like the ways that she started like behaving like, you know, your typical teenage girl when everything else about her is not.
Don't argue with him. He's not going to budge on this.
No, but like I just feel like
I know,
personally.
I already told him.
No, but I'm just curious of her outlook on it.
I just feel like it doesn't matter. Like everyone kind of goes through the same stages of life, regardless of what they've gone through in the past. So like a teenager is gonna be a teenager, and like I feel like that's what he was trying to portray. But it is what it is. I think so. Tony said, "Wow, never seen a brutal betrayal like this before." Brandon would be sad. I'm not saying that he's not amazing. Like, he's still amazing.
I think he's still the best author. that I've ever
but
experienced.
Like reading The Wandering Inn and the feelings that I feel and like the utter like enjoyment I have reading it, I don't think I guess I've consistently gotten that with Brandon Sanderson books, but it's different.
But it's never the entire. It's not the same story. You're starting a new story. Yeah. You're starting fresh. You're meeting new characters, and they don't always hit the same. Yeah. You know, like all the characters don't always hit the same. Like Era 2 Mistborn does not hit like Era 1.
No.
Right? Also, Mike, when you're finished the third book, there's a mini story that you have to read about Kelsier. That's very not very important, but I enjoyed it a lot. And that timeline is after the first but it's technically after the first book, but it kind of spans a certain amount of time, right? Like
I don't remember.
So you have to finish the third one. That's the end of
It'll spoil stuff.
It'll spoil stuff if you don't finish the third one.
So I'm confused. So wait, I'm confused though. Is The Wandering Inn a series or a book?
So it's a web series that was turned into multiple books. So it's still ongoing. You can still read it for free on thewanderinginn.com. You can read it for free from like the first sentence and up until now. So the series is always free online if you want to read it on the website, but you can buy them in like book format or like Kindle or Audible format. And they separated them into like books. So right now there's 11 or something, and dude, they're all like
and
like the second book is like 1,700 pages. Like they're so long.
No, I don't think that it's woke at all. I think that it has.
It is diverse, but in a good way. It's not like shoved down your throat like over the top.
But I mean, it's
diverse in the matter of like there are like lizard folk and like drakes, and there are gnolls and like literal like fantasy creatures.
Like that's like. I feel
think of it like our D&D game, right? Where like. There are the humans, and then there are the other races, but the other races aren't like they're more like species, right? It's not like here where everybody's this. We're all human, but we're all racist against each other, you know. Like and
if you like audiobooks, like the narrator for this series is amazing. Like she does such a good job. She has like very unique voices for everybody.
Normally, I don't like women narrators. I'm just being honest. Don't care what anybody says. I'm allowed to have an opinion on that. And normally I do not like them. Normally I like guy readers. Just like I like to play male characters in video games and stuff. Like I'm always hesitant to play like female characters. I still really like
it. Interesting. The only time I feel that way is when it's a creative character. I always find like
it's in my head. It's just like I want to be a guy. I want to feel like I'm this person. You know what I mean?
She does a really good job though. Like she is really really good at like each type. She not only is each voice unique, but each not race, but each like species has a different like way they talk, and like all the drakes talk a specific way, and like the gnolls talk a specific way. So it's like. It's really unique.
They do, yes. They say yes at the end all the time.
Yes.
They ask like yes at
blah,
the
blah,
end.
blah, yes.
Yes.
And like even the Antinium, like the ant people, like they talk like a very like they click when they talk.
Yeah, she does click when she talks,
like, It's really cool.
It's really good.
She's really good at audio. Look, and like...
Mike, don't read it though. Don't read it. Just...
Dude, if you don't like it, you're wrong.
Dog.
Just don't. That's it. Just avoid it. You know. Just
gatekeeping, unhealthy.
Just don't do it. I'm just saying you can if you want to, but like I'm not suggesting it. Okay. So if you don't like it, not my fault.
It's $4, dude. I'll read it. I'm reading it.
$4 for the.
Can you
audio?
buy it directly from her
for the ebook?
Can you buy it, or do you have to buy it on
Kindle, like
Kindle?
Amazon, I think.
Because I feel bad for buying stuff on
when I go
Kindle
to the bookstore, it literally.
I mean, we could always
Amazon.
just
okay.
be part of her Patreon because she has a Patreon. That's how she makes most of her money.
Right?
Yeah.
You can get all of it.
So
for free.
So buying it at all has to help.
Yeah.
And she has a huge like the people that are part of the Inverse like love her.
Oh, Inverse, I get it.
But like,
that's a great name. Inverse.
She has a Patreon. She does well. I think it's a she. Her identity is completely secret. Like even
I think it's a she because like the two main characters are both female.
It's not.
Dude, it's not. There's no
That'd
the
be
way
so
she
funny.
writes is not like that at all.
She's I think it's a girl, but like essentially she keeps her identity so hidden that even in like interviews, like someone talks for her. I think it's kind of fun though, like that no one knows who it is. Doesn't she still get compensation if you buy it somewhere? Yeah. I mean, I think the first two
It's just
are,
Amazon. They take like
Yeah,
a
big
80% cut.
but I think it's
on
an
what you're
Audible exclusive. So I think Audible exclusive things like you get slightly more.
Oh, because they signed a contract that it won't be anywhere else. That sucks.
Well, I mean, these audiobooks, like, we have, I think all of them, they go on sale a lot. So, like, I think we paid like $5 for all, like, each one. So, it's not worth wasting your Audible
We
points.
stopped getting points, right?
Yeah, we have it on pause until like July or something. But it's not worth wasting your point that you spent $15 on for a $5 book. So a lot of times if it's on sale, we'll just purchase it instead of
All
like
right. Well, I bought book 1 and I accidentally bought book 9. So we'll see what happens.
Mike.
The
$4.
the like fourth book is like 60 hours audiobook, but it's so good.
No, the second
I'll
book is
read
the
it in
longest.
20.
The
Is
second book is 1,700 pages.
It was dude, I like it so much that I don't even listen to it at like 1.3. I listen to it at 1 time speed. And normally audiobooks, I'm at minimum 1.3. Minimum.
I have it at 1.3.
Yeah, I listen to it at 1. I'm just like savoring it. I'm just like taking it all in.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
question,
Just like,
quick question with Audible, because the way it works is you subscribe and then you get credits.
or you
So,
just buy them.
right? But my question is, if you buy a book with credits and then you stop subscribing to it,
You still have it.
access?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's what I was saying though. Like essentially you pay $15 a month, right? So one credit is about $15. We used to get 2 books a month and it was like 24 something. So I think it was like $12 to $13 per credit. So if you are an Audible member, you have access to a bunch of sales that they put on all the time. And these books tend to go on sale for like $5.
So basically, what she's trying to say is, if it was ever under $12, we would just buy the book.
Yeah.
Because that would be cheaper
Yeah,
than
'cause
using the points.
Yeah, because I was gonna, because what was it? I was gonna use a credit to get an autobiography recently, but like on sale, it's like $12.
So it's
Yeah.
not
And then,
worth
like, I
wasting
think
your credit.
I think they just put Harry Potter on there. So I saw that like on sale, like the Deathly Hallows was like way more. So I just used my credit for that because
Yeah,
I was just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's just like a way better bargain. Like,
Yeah.
We were
And then
talking
I
about
think-
Mistborn before.
what was that?
No,
So-
right now we were talking about
The Wandering Inn.
Wandering Inn and how it's Meek and I's favorite book series right now.
So you can't think of anything you don't like about it. I find that like so
No,
interesting.
literally no.
Let me try.
'Cause,
Like
I
I
just don't-
literally just like I could just sit there and I just like smile while listening to it. Like it's so good. And sometimes I'll just like laugh out loud and he's like, what part?
I'm like, what part are you on? Because I'm ahead of her right now. So I'm like, what happened? What part are you on? I'm like, yeah.
It's literally one of
that's
those
so
books
good.
that's so good to me that like I literally just can just sit there and just revel in it and just take it in. So good.
See, that's interesting because I feel that way about a lot of stuff, but I still like can totally be like, yeah, you might not like. I love Metal Gear, dude. Metal Gear.
So
Solid.
no, so here's
But,
the
like,
thing. I
get-
don't know.
get why
I don't know
it.
if you will like it because you are very picky with random stuff, and then random stuff you're not at all. Like you don't give a shit about, and you'll
Like,
just deal with it.
like-
I can't think of
give me an
anything
example.
specific. I can't think of. I just know that sometimes I'll be talking to you, and you're like, absolutely not. And then other times I'll be talking to you, and I'm like, I hate this thing, and you're like, it's not so bad. You know, and I'm just like, okay, you know, so I just don't know. We don't agree on everything, obviously. So I'm just saying, I don't like to recommend stuff anymore for people because it's just like, it's just annoying. You know, like Jake.
Yeah, but if you
Speaking of
Yeah, but
somebody,
even
like
if-
Jake's like, I have like 30 points or credits on Audible. What should I buy, guys?
And we were both like wandering in.
We were like wandering in this or that, and then
He
like,
bought none of
he
it.
bought none of it. He just wanted to show that he had credits. You know what I mean? It's just like,
see,
I'm just like, God damn it, Jake.
there's a difference though, but like I definitely think there are some people that like want to shit on stuff for the sake of like shitting on it, but like I never feel that way. If I thought say Mistborn, if I thought Mistborn was like the worst book I've ever read, I probably just wouldn't talk to you about it. Like I'd be like,
Why
yeah,
not? It's
yeah, I read
okay.
it. It was okay.
I mean, honestly, the
How is it
Wandering
okay
In
when
to
you're
tell
literally
Leonard,
like, don't say a single bad thing?
it's
about
essentially
That's just her though. I didn't say that.
what?
I didn't say anything.
I don't know.
Because
So,
I feel like me.
You told
like,
him to
say,
not
like,
say anything to you if he doesn't think it's
Oh.
good. And then you just said, you can say whatever you want.
you're wrong.
Yeah, because like
if you don't
I
like
feel
it.
like I feel like me like say us talking about Mistborn and being like, like Vin felt a little like unevenly written. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's not me like hating on the book. That's just
No,
being
no,
like,
yeah.
I don't know.
But this
So it's
book,
like
I don't know. I mean, there's
still love
definitely
the book.
like certain characters and point of views that I prefer over others, but I still like those other things. Like the Antinium aren't my favorite. Like when they go into depth about like their history and like their.
I love it. It's just
But like
world
some
building.
people like
That's
love
just
it.
kind of good
There's so
writing
much
though.
world
Like
building, though.
like loving to hate like Joffrey or something or Malfoy. Like that's good writing in my opinion.
I mean, this writing it's weird. Like I don't think there's any characters that I actively don't like. I really don't think there are. I don't know. So Leonard, to answer your question, Wandering In, it is about, there is magic. It's essentially like a isekai type thing where like all of a sudden this girl, Erin, shows up in this world. She gets ripped from...
Can I do it? Because I feel like
she gets ripped from our world.
You spoil a lot
and
of stuff. Can I
thrown into a fantasy world.
I'm scared.
Why?
Because you're always you're very heavy-handed with synapses.
Was that telling too much?
I didn't know how far you were gonna go. Sometimes you go too far. Admit it, you do.
So what do you add to that?
I was gonna subtract some things. I wouldn't have added. I would have just subtracted.
How do you get points again? I only
That was
use
the
the one
whole
they give
piece.
me every month. I mean, you
It's
just find
funny,
a book and use your point.
You know when you Google stuff and it'll give you some like people asked and it'll like give you some answers. I find it funny where like the first one is like, what is the Wandering In series? And it says the Wandering In series is a serial web novel about a very overused concept. And I just think that's like such like a funny way to put it. It's like
What's
Jesus.
what's funny about that overused concept is that like anime started it, right? They're the ones that made it very popular, but it's been in everything. Like it's been like, remember
I feel like that's a small part of it though. Like, yes, that's how she got there, but the story is so much more dense than that.
Yeah.
Like it becomes where that's not really the main focus at
Not
all.
at all, yeah.
Like it happens in the beginning, but that's just it, you know? And then now she's here and now this is the world
So
she
much
lives
has
in.
happened. Remember the clown?
No.
You don't remember the clown?
Oh my God,
I
I
do.
do not remember that.
Crazy, right? That was like 3 books ago.
Oh my God. What if your sister doesn't like it? Then she's wrong.
Yeah.
My sister would like it if she read it.
Not if
Chronicles
not
of
if her husband
Narnia
didn't
is an
like it.
isekai. Yeah.
It is. No, it literally is.
Read up the ending of Chronicles of Narnia. It is one of like never would have guessed. It like actually disturbs me when I
Do
think
they
about
just
it.
like you're talking about like when they go back to the world? Don't they like just go back to like the original?
Or you're talking about the entire series, the ending?
I'm talking about like what happens in like the last book or whatever.
Yeah, so the series. I don't know. I never got that far.
We'll have to look it up.
Like
Because I'll never read those books.
No,
I'll
they
never
suck.
read those books.
great. It's like crazy. I can't
But yeah,
believe it.
there are so
He must have
many.
been going through like a divorce.
It is on Audible, Leonard.
Yes,
it is,
and the audiobooks are amazing.
yeah, that's really
They're
good.
really good.
It is our favorite book series as of right now until we find another one that we like more.
Which I don't see that happening. How could that happen?
I don't want it
Till
to
I read
end.
that book.
It is literally one of those series where like I just don't want it to end.
I don't want
ever.
it to end either. It sucks.
And she comes out with new chapters every single week.
Luckily, it still hasn't ended, so that's good.
It was scary for a moment. I think she took like a break.
Towards like a greater story, or it's just
Dude, it's just a story. I don't want to spoil any. I don't want to tell you anything because I went in. I did not know. I didn't even know what this was about at all.
I randomly found it.
Why are you shaking so much?
I randomly found it, and I was like, we should read this. And he was like, no, I don't want to read this. I'm like, no, we should. Come on, let's read it.
Yeah, it was really good. I'm ahead of you.
Wait, so
now.
who recommended it?
I found
She
it.
found it randomly.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's just a good series that it's just so easy to read and get into, and the characters are good. But don't read it though. Like, just return it. You can still
I'm
return
reading
it.
it, dude. I bought it.
You can still return the book, right?
I truly hope you like it.
How'd you find it, Meek?
I googled like best what was I googling? It was like best oh my god.
All right, while
what's
you think
the type
about
of books, like the
Just looking for
leveling
a-
books, like the
So, I one thing that I've stolen from it for our D&D campaign is couriers and runners. There's a mailing system in the game, or in the world, where
lit RPGs.
lit
Best
RPGs,
lit
yeah.
RPGs, because technically it's a lit RPG, but
Yeah.
it's like the best one there is.
Yeah, so in our D&D world, there's different types of mailing systems. There's like magical mail. There's the news queues, which is a what's it called, a One Piece thing. And then there's the courier like system, which is people running to places, and they use abilities to try to run faster.
I truly
and to
hope you love it,
to get to
Leonard.
places and stuff.
I truly do. Let me know.
I think he'll like it. It's just nice. Erin is great.
Just go in. Erin is great because she's not perfect. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
she's not a perfect character, because I know like we have a few, like 4 people I think right now reading it in our Discord, and
Are they complaining about that?
no, but they're just like, she's really annoying me with this. I'm like, yeah, but she's human,
Yeah.
like there's not a physical book. I'm really sad about that.
If they ever came out with a physical book,
we'd buy it
I would
instantly.
buy it. Yeah, just to support them. Just to support the.
I've
they
wanted
have,
to
like,
buy some of the merch, but it's a little out of budget right now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Dude, it's
buying
crazy. Merch for everything. It's like a T-shirt is like $40.
It is
like,
free to read
everywhere.
online if you go to thewanderingin.com. But yeah, there is
and
no
if you
physical
use our
book.
link, we don't get anything because we don't have a link.
I did actually ask them about a physical book once. Like, I emailed them, and they basically said that they don't have any plans, but
They should just do a Kickstarter for it. Like,
if they ever
do
did,
a Kickstarter, because
which is crazy because they have another like series called Grave Song, and they have that in a physical format.
Oh yeah,
But like,
but it sucks.
I don't know if it
I don't
does.
know either.
But yay, Xander's gonna check it out too. But anyway, they basically said that they don't have any plans to put it in a physical
But again,
book.
if they just did a Kickstarter for it,
Yeah, I don't
then
care. I'd pay $100 for that book.
for one book.
Yeah.
What about the rest
Out
of
of the
books?
budget, dude. No can.
Dude, the first book is like 1,200 pages or something. It's like crazy. They're so long, and I think that's like what scares most people away, but it's so worth it. And you don't even realize how long it is because you're just sitting there having a good time listening to it and like
That's what she. Oh, sorry.
doing your thing. Maybe because a lot of people aren't reading it. There's a lot of people that read it.
But that's the thing, right? You do a Kickstarter, and if you don't get the support for it, then you don't make the thing. Like that's how that works. That's what I'm saying.
I think
it's like
it's
a win-win.
Ebook makes the most sense because they already wrote it, they put it into
like
like the right format, and they sell it, and it's like free.
I get it, but
money
you
for
do a limited run for only the people that want to buy it.
just for an example,
Super simple.
I mean,
You
she's
know?
got 7,382 people that support her on Patreon.
That's awesome.
I mean, she's got a following.
Yeah, I mean, if there was
But that's
it
like-
was $1 per supporter
7,000
a month, like that's
Yeah,
that's a
but
good
for
life.
like publishing though, like putting that out in like physical form, I feel like that's probably like not even remotely close to worth it. Like for her, because say she put it out for $100, and if everyone bought 2 copies, it's still probably not worth it and stuff. Like
I mean,
I feel like
obviously, I don't know if she's looked into this or not because, like, when I asked about it, like, probably like over a year ago now, they said they weren't.
But that's the thing.
going
Like,
to.
I don't get how you're saying that, Mike, because it's like it's a no lose scenario. Like, if it doesn't, oh, finally.
Right. So
If they don't pay for it, or if they don't succeed with the thing, then it doesn't get made, and they don't even have to start making anything until after the Kickstarter ends. You know what I mean? Let's say it makes $2 million, and they just need to make 100,000 books. You know, then they do it.
What I'm saying is like, I bet that they have the statistics that they need to know that it's not worth printing. Like, I bet their audience.
I get it, but like, think about if it was
small.
printing, or if they did like publish it and it was sitting on a bookshelf somewhere and somebody picks it up and then it starts like, you know, actually getting some more traction. Because I'm sure that there are a lot of people that read it, but there's also even Brandon Sanderson. You know, he's like one of the most famous book authors of our time right now. There's tons of people that have never heard of him. If they don't read fantasy, they've never heard of Brandon Sanderson. You know what I mean?
I think,
even though he does do sci-fi as well.
I think what it is like, I think the numbers, like the difference in numbers, like you don't like actually realize. Like, my favorite band, right? Like,
there are a lot of books, Leonard. Yes.
Yeah, like my band, every venue they go to, they more or less like sell out. They have tons of fans. But like, they recently toured with like Fall Out Boy. When you see like my favorite bands, like,
why don't you say the name, the main?
Well, just because, yeah. So like, when you see their like fan base, and then you see like Fall Out Boy is selling out arenas, football stadiums.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. I feel like that is legit the difference between like this person selling a $4 ebook and then them getting like physical books made and stuff. Is it like, it probably is not worth it to them and stuff. So unless they do everything themselves and they don't have any team who has any knowledge, they probably look at the numbers and say, yeah, there's no point in getting this printed out.
But
unless they were going to sell like a printed copy for an egregious amount of money.
But I still feel like it would be worth it, just that, like, because some people don't read audiobooks. They don't read digital books.
Well, like, they're kind of talking about that here. So, all right. So going back a little bit, Leonard said, I'm going to get it so I have something to listen to while I'm doing my walks. Totally worth it.
Nice.
Andrew said, I like reading physical books. I grew up doing it, and I still do it. My favorite one is Robin Hood. And then Tony said, agreed. Get a personal copy printed yourself. I can't do that. That's messed up.
It's illegal.
How many books are there? There's a lot. Yeah, there's like 11 or something, or 10 or 11. The 12th book releases on June 11th. There you go.
Nice.
As far as I know, there's no ending in mind yet. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, some people, I get it, but I feel like you're only hurting yourself by being narrow-minded and refusing to read it in a digital format. Like, you're just missing out on a good thing because you're being narrow-minded.
What are you looking up?
I'm trying to find my email.
Do you mean like someone refusing to read it on their phone or something?
Yeah, like if you're refusing to read it for a reason like that, you're just missing out.
There's no other way to consume it.
Well,
and you want to read it, but you don't want to read it unless it's physical. Like, that's what she's saying.
I wouldn't read it on my phone, but I have like.
No, she just means like you can do it in any other digital format. You could read it on your computer if you want,
like
or on a Kindle. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. But like,
what I'm saying is, if you are refusing to read it because there's no physical copy of the book, then you're just hurting yourself, because it's an amazing book, and if you're not going to read it, then whatever.
You got to stop just saying it's so good, it's so amazing. Like, if you don't like it, then you're stupid.
Mike's right. They probably did the homework already, or they would have made a physical copy. I wish I could find the email that I wrote to them. They said something about, you know, I don't know if they gave me a reason as to why there's no physical book.
But like, it could be simple. You just get somebody that wants that does it. That, like, you know, you contact the publisher or something, or somebody.
Self-published?
Yes.
I think so.
Well,
yeah.
yes.
I don't think it's published. That's the thing. It's not published.
It's not published.
So that's probably that's it right there then.
Yeah.
They probably I mean, it's always possible that they didn't want to, because, you know, that comes like the same reason a lot of music is
But you can self-publish
done now, but I know, but what I'm saying is that is way, so that means whatever the cost that a publisher would cover to say get 50,000 copies made, that would have to come out of this person's pockets.
Not if you do a Kickstarter. So basically,
That's all. My
what
thing
the
was
email
just the Kickstarter
said.
thing, dude. Like,
Yeah,
it's
what the email said was,
I don't see how
if
a
they ever
Kickstarter
were
could
to do it, it would be through Kickstarter.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it wouldn't fail, and like in D&D creators do this all the time, where they'll have like an idea for a book. They're gonna do a monster book with all these crazy creepy monsters. So they do a Kickstarter. It makes $2 million. They ship out the 50,000 books or whatever, and they probably make some money on the side as well, you know. And they have artists and stuff that do stuff, but it you know, and they obviously wrote all the rules and all the monsters and all that stuff. But it's like they'll only do it once it succeeds, or they probably already have it planned out. And if it does succeed, then they can go along with paying the people that need to be paid. You know, it's and the fact that her situation, it's written already. You know, like it's the book is written
format,
and it could just be like book
thing.
1 through 3. If you want all 3, you pay this much. Yeah. If you want the you know, the special crazy cover edition with the extra book or the extra images inside, you know.
So essentially, what they said in the email was that if they were to ever release it, it would be on Kickstarter and they would announce it on their Discord. So I joined the Discord, but I don't read anything on there because I don't want to get stuff spoiled. Because a lot of people, however, the community is pretty good. Like, they block out a lot of stuff and they always put the book number and like the chapter or whatever. They'll always put like 1.3 or like 10.2 so that they you know what they're talking about.
It's interesting. I almost wonder if like it's like one of those almost like conspiracy theory level of like authors where it's like they just don't want to be in that ecosystem and they're just making enough money to where they don't even have to worry about that. Like,
she's
it's a headache
definitely
they don't
making
have to
enough
deal with.
money. I mean, you would have to think about formatting. I mean, because they're formatted for Kindle. They have an audio version.
You can easily hire somebody, pay them.
You could, but that's an expense.
Yeah, but see, again, that's money out the window. So if they're doing well now, they might just be like, dude, why even waste the money towards this and say it fails?
Okay, so I guess it's just a me thing. Like, even if I created something that was digital and like there was a market for it and people wanted it, even if I wasn't going to make a killing on it, but if people wanted a physical version of it and I was going to make a little bit of money.
I don't know how many people actually like are asking for that. You know what I mean?
Everyone that loves her books would want a physical copy. Any book lover that like really loves something,
Are they on? So? Do they have like a social media?
No, I don't think so. They only have a Discord, and then the only thing that they put on there are like announcements of like new chapters that come out every week.
See, like, yeah, because let's put it this way, right?
They're very private. Like, they don't have anything like that.
See, that's the thing though, is it's like 7,000 people on Patreon. Like, I don't think that's a big audience. Like,
I understand, but those are the people that would. Yeah, no, you're right. But
you don't think that's a big audience? I mean, for an author,
but that's the
to
people
get paid just to write books. Like, every month you're getting $7,800, let's say minimum.
But those are the people that are willing to pay, just subscribe to a thing for, you know what I'm saying? Like,
for content, not even for supporting someone you like.
Yeah, because they can get the content for free.
Yeah,
it's up for free. It's not like they're getting like really.
And I think her Patreon is basically like you get nothing extra for any tier. It's just like, you know, thanks for supporting me. So let's see.
I feel like that number, right, has to be at least like 10 times more than that minimum, which if
they make a lot of money.
I'm just saying though, like I'm saying 10 times more than that because like those are the people, like we are both fans, but we don't support her on Patreon.
I'm tempted like just to do like $1 a month or something, just to give her something, because that's pretty much all we read right now.
I think it's one of those like you're too close to the sun type of deals, because it's like my favorite band. Like, I think that they should be like massive, because I think
that's all he ever said.
Yeah,
my favorite band.
I think they. Well, because I don't know. It's just
we already know. We've already determined. Like, the storyline already went out, and we know what your favorite band is, Mike.
No. I know. I'm just saying. Like, I think like it. I think like because you love it so much, like you probably have like a false sense of how like unpopular they actually are, for lack of a better word.
Well,
Like,
that's the thing.
I don't
think
think
for-
a lot of people follow them.
Yes and no. Like, I think for people that... Do I think that they could be a lot more popular? Absolutely. I feel like if more people knew about the series and read the series, like, it would get bigger.
But that's the thing. I think that part of the problem is that there isn't enough things
There's
out
no
there.
social media about it. There's no, like, marketing. There's no anything like that. So
There's no Kickstarter.
it's completely self-made.
You make one Kickstarter, it kicks off. Get it? And then it does well. It, like, you know, it meets the minimum requirement for the thing. They ship out. More people hear about it. People are, you know, even like in BookTube and stuff, if you have a physical copy of something, you're more likely to talk about it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Well, it's easier.
You also have a pretty cover and all this stuff. What?
There's just so many like massive like properties that come out with stuff that should be like a huge hit that like fail, and they have millions of fans that I think like.
But like what? Like
I just think there's numbers, dude. There's tons of like.
I just don't know exactly.
Marvel stuff. There's Marvel stuff that comes. Plenty of video games. There are games
but they
that
suck though.
But
think about it, like most of those things.
That's a good one. Shenmue. People begged for like over
but it's
a
a
decade.
terrible game.
I agree. No, I'm not talking about the quality.
Leonard has said a lot, and we keep.
All right, hold on. Let's take a break.
Leonard said, "You know, this is kind of a thing that I have to think about later down the line when I want to finally print my own book. So, you know, with the Kickstarter thing, you have to package and board everything yourself, and it's a lot of work. I mean, that's also true." And he said, I mean, unless they have a company that does it for them, then they just get the money and then send it to them. You know, she's probably thought about this a lot, and there's probably a reason why she doesn't want to do the physical book. So we don't know all the background of what's happening, because I'm sure she thought about it after all this time.
So the boarding and setting everything up and shipping everything out, it's true and not true, right? Depending on what your company is, if you have like Brandon Sanderson, he has his whole business that they do that. They ship out.
Steel.
Yeah, they're shipping out the books, they're shipping out the boxes and stuff. But you can what is it called? Like hire people to do that. Like that is a thing that you can do. Obviously you have to pay a premium for it. The more you do yourself, the cheaper it is, and the more you
But
know.
you could just jack up the price of the Kickstarter to cover that if you wanted. So anyway,
so right there though, that's another thing that they could be considering too. Is like, what will they have to?
Like I said,
their
it's not completely off the table. What they basically said in the email is, if they ever decide to do it, it's gonna be through Kickstarter, and they would announce it on Discord.
Yeah.
So that's why I joined it.
They definitely. Then it seems like this person's definitely like an independent artist.
I mean, they sell a lot of merch too. Like they have like.
Yeah.
A frying pan, or what? Not a frying pan. What is it?
It's a frying pan, cast iron frying pan. They sell like shirts, mugs, stickers, like you name it. They have a whole other like business.
They definitely don't want to lose like any rights or anything to their stuff.
But none of those things, I guarantee you, they ship out themselves. I guarantee you that it's just a deal with another company. When the order gets put in, that other company ships it out.
I know that's how it is with the frying pan.
Guarantee that's how it is, because that's the smart way to do it. If you have a product that's like, you don't want to store that stuff at your place.
So question: is there thematically a reason why they sell a
frying pan? Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Leonard said, I think it's a youth thing also. As a creator, I kind of would like a physical book as well, so maybe limited edition run. I don't know, or have a company said to where you order it, they print it, and be done with it.
And that's the thing. There are print to order books that you can
literally,
do.
Xander said, Leonard, there's print on demand.
I had to do for college.
Yeah.
They do all the work and take a percentage.
It's a legit hardcover.
Yeah. It's super simple. Like you spend a couple $100.
I mean, I'm sure she would want it to look like a certain way and like, you know, like be high quality.
That's I think the big thing is that I think that they care. I think that they actually care about what they're putting out, in the easy route to do stuff. They probably don't want to do. I think that's what it is. Is like they seem very protective of their.
I just hope that like once
property.
The book series ends, that's when we get.
That would be cool.
That's when we get a thing, because like I would prefer to wait for the whole book the series to end, so all the books match. Because I hate when books like you buy one and then they change it before, like those Harry Potter books. Like we have these really nice like thick ass like giant like like watercolor books, basically, that they're like, we're like not watercolor, but it's like beautiful paintings, illustrated books. And
he stopped after book 4. Just like stopped.
Jeez.
So like hopefully they get another artist to finish it.
But then it's never going to be the same.
But it's the art style isn't going to be the same.
So
dude, it would be cool if they finished this and put out a singular massive version. Like I remember
One Piece did that. One Piece did that. They put out
like
a manga that it was literally like
the entire shelf.
It was like the first 1,000 issues or something like that of the show.
And it was like $4,000 or something crazy. And they only made like 10 of them or something small. But someone did print The Wandering Inn, and it took, I think this was only up to like book 7 at the time, and it took up an entire bookshelf.
Cool.
Just for the Wandering Inn at that point. Like the books are massive. They really are. Like the second book I think is like 80 hours or something ridiculous. Like it's so long.
Cost wise, I bet that is a factor, is how long their books are.
They're very long.
I bet that really, if cost is a factor, the length of that book is.
I don't see how cost could possibly be a factor, because with Kickstarter, you can make the audience, if they really want it, they would pay for everything.
Yeah, I guess
with where physical media is going, I would also like to have a physical copy, big ass box set. Dude, it would take like 3 bookshelves to fill the entire series.
I like physical copies because then that way you have it.
Look
so
at
then
that.
If they censor stuff, there's nothing you have to worry about.
I'm trying to set it up properly.
You should email them again and be like, hey, what's the deal on a physical copy? Can't afford it, chump?
Oh, I wouldn't do that.
Say it. Say, what's the matter? Chicken? Can't afford it?
This is like, I wish we had bought one of these, even though we could never afford it.
How much was it? Like $1,000?
It was like several thousand, I think.
Oh yeah, it's that.
And this was this the One Piece thing you were talking about?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I'm just trying to set up the shot with like your thing in it. Where is it?
I want it to spin in, please.
Spin in. All right. New image. No, I want.
We have like
video.
The Death Note all in one, and that's like 2,000 pages.
Yeah, I think I had that. It was only like this big though, right? It was like paperback.
What, Meek?
What? I said that's weird.
Oh.
And then I pointed at the thing and you said, yeah. And then Mike said something. You said, what, Meek?
Oh.
Yeah.
What did you say, Mike?
Yeah, what? I was saying about the Death Note. I think I had that. It was like paperback and it was like that thick.
And that's when I said yeah.
Oh, okay. So you didn't say yeah to me.
No.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, she said no. You son of a bitch.
Where's the thing I want? This. No? Meow.
Boop. What, baby girl? I love you. Meow. Meow. What, baby? Oh, me too. Right?
All right, I'm gonna transfer this over. Let's
transfer it. Send it.
Transferring. Oh no, you didn't hop in.
Oh, Oswin,
I gotta fix it. You want it to spin in? Spin in?
Spin it in. Put that in spin cycle, baby.
Spin in. All right, let's switch back. Just so you could spin in.
I demand my entrance.
Then you'll spin in.
Can you make the picture bigger?
Oh wait, I never changed it. I forgot because I have the preview back. Make what picture bigger? Oh, there's Mike. Look at him. He's in the middle now. That's funny. And then we'll switch back to this.
Whoa!
Picture the book.
Yeah, I was gonna click on it. So this is the book here.
Reading that would be such a pain in the ass. Dude,
I think it would be literally impossible.
What if the dude on an airplane started reading that next year? He just pulls that bad boy out.
Look at that, though, dude.
That's awesome, dude.
Is it in Japanese? I don't think
That's
it's
one
in
of those
English.
things. That's one of those things I would buy, look at once, and then never touch again. And it's like,
Yeah.
all right, I own that. That's cool enough. Never need to look at it again.
What about that?
Wow.
It's
You can't
so
even
cool.
open the pages. You can't even look inside because you can't push it off to the side.
Dude, it's so big that like it would have to inevitably start snapping in the pieces,
Yeah.
like snapping
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, like the binding and stuff. Oh, I clicked on it.
That's a good wholesome prank to play on someone.
21,450 pages.
Wow.
How much was it?
How many did they print?
Uh-oh.
Alexa, stop.
Look how cool that looks, though, like on the shelf.
Dude.
Dude. Yeah, dude.
All right, hold on.
2000,
Futuristic and
2000.
Dude, it's totally worth $2,000.
$2,000, yeah, that's pretty worth it, yeah.
I don't know how many they made though. I don't remember.
They made one.
Oh wait, 50.
Oh wow, that's not
I like
a
how
lot
it's so
for
rare.
only
Is
50.
Wandering In better than One Piece? Absolutely.
I like how it's so rare. The guy in the
so-
photo is wearing gloves.
So here's the thing: One Piece has a lot of downs, and then it has really high highs. But Wandering In is a steady like mid high all the time. You know what I mean? Like it's
mid
not
the whole time.
It's not like super crazy all the time, but it's always like good, and the world building is like the best part about it. There's no filler. One Piece has a lot of filler, and even some of the things that aren't filler sometimes feel like a little bit of filler. So it's it is one of those.
So theoretically, yes, it's better.
So yeah, so overall, I think it is better, but it's different though as well because One Piece is more of like adventure, action, fights. It's all about fighting basically, and then what's it called is not all about fighting. So,
Although it does have it in it.
although it does.
All right, it's 8:30.
Oh yeah, wow, this is a long stream.
Whoa.
Every time. We only got 2 more weeks of this, Mike, and then you won't be able to join us anymore
Why?
because it's gonna cost too much.
I might
I'm
pay for
retiring,
it.
dude. I bought an
Mike's-
island. I'm
Mike's
going off the
retiring.
grid.
A husband. What? I know.
This stupid cat.
She wants to leave. What?
She's like, you guys have been up here for too long.
It's late. It's
Too
too
late.
long? Is it too long for you?
Definitely listen to that thing I sent you though, dude. It's
I
All
love
right.
you, boo poos.
Oh God, every time.
Keep doing your D&D videos, said Tony.
Oh, I'm gonna do it.
I was about to say, good thing I don't have my usual place to go today.
I have one edited. I'm gonna post it tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Which one is it? Let me see what it was. It was it was like some things I do to make combat more streamlined and more fun. At least what I think makes it more streamlined and more fun. So, yeah.
Okay, bye bye bye.
Okay.
Bye 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 bye.
Bye bye.